Hey everybody, welcome back to Glow Frame. This is your host, Jesse. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to episode 4. Now today, I was going to talk more about anime, but I think today I feel like I want to talk about a certain video game. Now, there is a video game that's coming out soon, and I think it's coming out the middle to end of next year, and it's been receiving a lot of controversy due to the main character. So, I want to give my little 2 cents. The game is called God of War Laufey. Now, I personally, when I saw the 20-minute gameplay, I fell in love with the game. I thought that this was going to be an awesome game. I thought, oh my god, I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm going to play it. I'm going to love it. Yes, give it to me. Yes. And then people started commenting that God of War should be Kratos, shouldn't be his wife, his second wife. And I'm like, I think people forget, because it has been many years since the beginning of God of War, that the very first few games, I would think about 3 or 4, no, I think it was like 3 games, the first 3 games, God of War was not Kratos. It was still Ares, because Kratos is Greek. It was Ares. Kratos still was not God of War until he killed Ares. So this new game that's coming out, God of War Laufey, let it be. Let it be. It's an amazing game. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. I am intrigued on where the story is going to go because I'm confused about that blob of the square that's called Frank. I'm confused. I want to find out more about the characters. And there is a theory going out that this is kind of a game where all the ideas of future God of Wars that have been denied are all in here, which is kind of sad because the main villain is Sekhmet, and Sekhmet is a kind of like a feline deity from Egypt, and I was really hoping that God of War would go to Egypt, but no, it doesn't seem like it is. I'm still hoping. I still have a little bit of hope. But I doubt it. I really do. So far, the game is pretty amazing. The graphics are amazing, the color grading is amazing, the acting is amazing, the visual effects are amazing. It's just overall an amazing game, and I want to see. I actually didn't see the trailer. I saw when they first released a few weeks ago. I saw the 20-minute gameplay. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I should probably see the trailer. I shame on me for not seeing the trailer. I will go see the trailer. I love how this game starts from the God of War game, where Kratos is carrying his wife to the pyre. I love how it starts there, and it shows her ashes going up and collecting in the afterworld for the gods. I thought that was quite beautiful, and I'm intrigued to see if her journey coincides with Kratos and Atreus's. I'm intrigued to see if that's even the thing that's going to happen with her game. Maybe not, but I'm hoping it does. I also want to see what that little boy character is. I'm racking my head over who can that possibly be. And not to mention Laufey. She's a pretty powerful character. Mimir was also stating, I believe in the first game for the Ragnarok series, that Laufey and Thor actually went head to head and was able to subdue Thor. So I want to know how powerful she is. So far, she can kick some ass. I want to see her going against Thor. I want to see her going against Modi and Brody, going against Boulder. I want to see it. I don't get how people are saying so many bad comments. I don't get how there are so many bad comments over this game. I don't get it. This game is pretty amazing. I think people are saying it because 1, she's a woman, 2, she's the second wife of Kratos, and 3, Kratos is not even in it. Again, let me state, Kratos was not the God of War for like the first 2, 3, 4 games of God of War trilogy. He was not the God of War. And her being, I have seen many comments of people saying that God of War is not a woman. And to that I say, for every country in the world that has an ancient civilization, they have multiple gods, and for each thing, they always have 2 genders, or 3, or 4, or more. So just like with Ares, for Greek mythology, God of War, there was a female side to it as well. Athena. She was just as bloody and dangerous as Ares was. So that whole thing of people saying like, oh, she can't be she can't do the god of war. She's a woman. If she's able to subdue Thor, you best believe that she is just as powerful as Kratos. So when I play games that have a reference to mythology, either by the location or by the character and location. So when God of War went into the realm of the Norse gods, the mythos of the Norse gods, I knew nothing about the Norse gods other than Odin, Loki, Thor, Freya, Odir, Mimir. Other than that, I didn't know anything. So I decided I wanted to do some research, and I found that finding information about Laufey is as easy as finding a needle in a haystack, because she basically does not exist in Norse mythology outside the fact of her being Loki's mother. And the only parts that I found that has anything even slightly talking about her is that she goes by another name as well. Instead of just Laufey, she also goes by Null. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that Laufey means leaf and Null means needle. And Loki's name is actually Loki Laufeyarson. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And the meaning of it is Loki, son of Laufey, which is interesting because whenever you hear somebody's last name, they take the last name of the father. For this case, his mother is either so influential, had immense status, and is extremely powerful that he has her name as his last name, son of Laufey, instead of him, son of his father. I would try to pronounce his father's name, but I think I would just hurt everybody's ears, so I'm not going to do that. And the only other time that she is mentioned is when in the Poets of Edda, and I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, it hints at Laufey's exceptional beauty. And it states that she was so beautiful that Loki's father was drawn to her, and their relationship was described as a union of opposites. Laufey is described as leaves, and Loki's father is described as fire. It's kind of like a symbolic pairing that creates Loki. It seems quite poetic and not even a hint of literal. But I find it interesting. Out of all of the writings of the Poetic Edda, nothing is mentioned other than a few words of Laufey, or no, nothing. You have stories from Freya, Frigg, Hel, but it is as if Laufey just doesn't exist. She existed for 2 moments. She has no myths, no stories, no adventures, no battles, nothing to define her other than Loki's mother and the wife of Loki's father. That's it. She's more of like a mythological anchor, a name that explains Loki's lineage, but the fact that Loki is named after her instead of the father suggests, like I said, power, status, respect, or Loki's identity was tied more to her than to his father. All in all, I think people should just give this game a chance. I would just like to say that this is the perfect moment to create the lore for Laufey. Really, just give it a chance. It seems like a really nice game. Looks amazing. Pretty sure the story's going to be epic. And I really do think people should just give it a chance. I also do think that this game is going to be more of like a game where everything that Santa Monica couldn't do was told, no, they can't do this. They're just putting it all here. Because you got, so far from what I saw, I only saw the 20-minute playthrough. So far from what I've seen, there's one character there that is Mongolian god, and another one that is from the mythos of Egypt. I don't know what else is going to show up. I need to look at the trailer, because I haven't seen the trailer for this game yet. I don't know what else is going to show up, but I would just suggest that people give it a chance. I think this is going to be an amazing game. Give it a chance. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go take a look at the trailer, because I really do think it's an awesome looking game. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you again for listening, and I'll catch you in the next variant. Bye!